So here we are at accomplishment as a building block in the PERMA well-being model. Having a sense of accomplishment in life fuels well-being. Working towards life goals gives meaning to our daily life and motivates us to be persistent in our actions. The accomplishment building block is supported by the goal setting theory. Performance is high when goals are specific and challenging. And you might have heard about the SMART goal setting tool. We'll go over that in the next video. And this is why we really want to make sure that accomplishment is addressed at some point during the health coaching session. The motivation to pursue a goal can be intrinsic or extrinsic. Intrinsic motivation is evident when there's a genuine desire, a genuine value and interest in making that goal that is self-concordant. So this goes along with also the self-determination theory. So many theories really do back up or support this accomplishment building block. And you will just have to find what type of language your patient is comfortable with. But certainly addressing the sense of accomplishment can be very powerful to well-being. During the coaching session, the coach will ask the patient about their current or past accomplishments. So it will also generate a sense of positive emotions like we spoke in the beginning. In the session, the coach will inquire if the patient has a current goal they're interested to work on or if they're already working on a healthy habit. And it's important to emphasize that goals are best attached to our values if you want to be successful at following through. So as you have already talked about values with your patient, when you set a goal, you might find that connection between the goal and the core values of your patient. Also, when addressing life goals, it is important to have a kind of a growth mindset, which is defined as the belief that it's a cognitive ability that can grow into mastery, embracing challenge, and putting an effort to learn. So it might not be that they're successful on their first try, but with this growth mindset, knowing that we can work at it, that's where we can most likely be successful at feeling accomplished about that goal or task. So when we define a goal, we want to make sure we assess self-efficacy. Self-efficacy is the belief the patient has that they can complete that goal or task. So they have to be confident of being able to achieve their goal. The belief in their efficacy to manage their own functioning and exercising control over their life events is also very much described in the self-efficacy theory by Albert Bandura. So how can you assess this? It's very simple. Once you've determined your goal or task, you just ask your patient, how confident on a scale from 0 to 10 do you feel about being able to do A, B, and C, whatever you've determined, and you'll get an answer from them. If they might answer with a numeric answer, which is great for the coach because you can, keep that note. But also you can follow up with a question. And this comes from the motivational interviewing techniques. If a patient might say from 0 to 10, a 7, you can ask the follow-up question. What makes you a 7 and not a 5, for example? So that means that you're asking them to elaborate why they are that number. Another good thing if they give you a numeric answer is you want to make sure that whatever task or goal you set with your patient is not less than a 7, okay? Because if it's less than a 7, if they're not confident enough to say a 6 or a 7, then you might just want to break down that task or goal so you ensure that they're confident enough to be able to do it. So you want to avoid frustration and you want to encourage that they celebrate every little win. So the 3 positive psychology interventions that are recommended for this building block, one is talking about past successes. Another one is the SMART goal technique and the tiny habits method.